Hey guys, Tarp here bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on Moscow Outskirts. Playing today, spawning in the north, we have Kraterian playing as British forces, who has commandos. Oh, straight away locking into mobile assault. Teaming up with him is Famasito playing as Soviets, who has mechanized support, shock rifle frontline, and guard motor coordination. Based off each of them on the south, we have bighugedingus playing as Ostheer, who has German mechanized, Festung support, and mobile defense. Teaming out with him is Nickoz playing as OKW, straight away going for breakthrough. Both of these are arranged teams, and this is a Patreon backer submitted game. Allies around rank 2,500, Axis around rank 3,500. Arranged teams. Okay, mobile assault, early machine gun into the recovery sappers. Double Fusilier start from Nickoz. Steampies is coming in on the flank of Famasito, needs to switch targeting. Okay, very quick. Actually, soft retreating backwards here. Might have been able to just target these Steampies as they close the distance. That's alright. Capping up the fuel. Could be a good time to get some wire down there as well. And early mine on one of the very far points. Not a point that often gets harassed. Like during the course of the game, that might not even get captured once by the opponent. So might be a little bit too far away to really count. Vic is coming into the center, but a teamwork from the allies. It's doing some pretty good damage. Empire is on the road though, taking a lot of damage. 3 on 1. There we go. Nice retreat. Fusiliers get super low. Might have gone down if the section had chased. And we've got a early mortar from Kraterian as well as a second section. Another mine, this time on the VP. That one probably will see some use. Just need to close the distance here. One squad coming in, but we do have a second Fusilier squad arriving. So this is an interesting split. We're going to deny at least one of these squads from cover. Could be reasonably good for Famasito. Now it's actually turned against him. Every squad on top of the Grenadiers. See, they're kind of shifting around in cover a bit there. Not really sitting down and doing damage. As they finally do. They do force away the Grenadiers quite quickly, but almost go down themselves. Goes in for an extra bit of damage for that section. We have the sandbags there as well, so looking good for Kraterian on this side. But yeah, it's quite annoying sometimes, you know, when you're coming into cover, you close the distance, you get into cover, then you drop a model just as you make it into cover and your whole squad like shuffles itself around. Miss a lot of DPS time. It's one thing that I really hate. I figured out how to fix it. In terms of how to control your units either. Tried out a few things like whether you drag into cover or if you just like right click into cover. Doesn't seem to change it. Hitting stop as well doesn't seem to change it. Might just be baked into the squad AI, unfortunately. Okay, 3 Fusiliers into the machine gun for Nickoz. Pretty standard Ostheer build. Got the bunker down here, ready for medics. Got the tier 2 coming up. Pretty good timings there for big, huge dingus. And here comes some mortar. He got there quite early on, but hasn't done any damage at all so far. Like to clear out this machine gun from the building though. Meanwhile, though, I could have every player managing to jump on top of the fuel point with those pieces of heavy cover there. Able to easily win this engagement. Now I've got the G43s coming through on the Fusiliers as well. That's what I was talking about. That's where the wire can really come in handy. Denying this cover to the opponent. Oh, the mine. They're very, very close to it. We've got the flamethrower on Kraterian. Ends up retreating. I think that's the right choice. Maybe if he got like all three squads with that mine, he could have come in and won the fight, but the engineers, they do have a habit of dropping moles. Trying to close the distance now with the flamethrower. Slowly working itself in. Machine gun though in range of the flamer squad. They do end up getting suppressed because of that. Maxim needs to push up. Nice retreat timing. Jumps in and out of cover, but does end up getting suppressed. Maxim coming forwards now, but too late. Fusilier though could probably get suppressed over here. Over Maxim, switches targets, then they jump back into the heavy cover. Here comes the AEC, meanwhile on the far side. Chasing away the Grenadiers, we've got medics coming up for Kraterian, so it does mean he could go for the pyrotechnics upgrade in these sections, and that would be pretty helpful, especially, you know, he's got the mortar, can spot long range with the section. Doesn't have to run into the machine gun potentially. Back on the far side, AEC more in the center at the moment. Oh, bit of truck pushing here on the conscripts. And they end up doing almost nothing to the stern piles, and they get very low. Not time to retreat though. T-gun coming around the corner now. Still no commander lock in for Big Huge. But you have to be cautious, you know. Ambush camo commanders are pretty popular at the moment. You never know when those Grenadiers are going to pop the sprint forwards and hit you with that long-range Panzerfaust. Got to be on your toes with your light vehicle control. Section doing their best, holding out for a little bit longer behind the heavy cover. Ultimately forced away though. Okay, flak base. Interesting positioning on this one, covering the VP. It is a little bit isolated, but could maybe survive the whole game. Not against commandos on the British side, so let's make a little bit more sense. Oh, they are dropping fast. He's going to try back away and plant a mine with them with 1 or 2. It's a reasonable idea. Sort of 4 models will construct quite quickly.
New machine gun crew ready and wait. The ability is ready.
Water in some trouble. Needs to hard retreat that. Ooh, that was close. One more LMG burst, and I think they would have got decrewed, especially being on the road. There we go, flak base opening up. Wow, I didn't even get a chance to mention the T-70 and it's already dead. The Shrek over here as well as the Raketin. So it's a big blow. Yeah, that's a really early flak base to already have Panzer authorization complete. Nexus with some strong fuel control at the moment. But yeah, if you're up against like Brits with commandos, you know, that's quite dangerous. For the Ford HQs, but in this case, well, Assault doesn't have anything like that. Okay, so we've got Bolster for Kraterian. Pretty big deviation from my mobile assault strategy. Still got that pretty good early field presence from the engineers, being able to call them in, but That's about it. Picked up a second Vickers now as well. Was briefly building third section. Could be a reasonable time though to go for some commandos. They're on lockdown. Steal the machine gun perhaps. And yeah, it's not really like the best to go for bolster when you're only making use of 2 sections and got recovery sappers as well, so the engineers don't need it. It's one of the real benefits of my mobile assault strategy. Got the forward assembly down now for Kraterian, and quite an aggressive position as well. Bunker covering this point. Needs to send the AEC over there, but still damaged from the pack. Okay, looks like he's going to try take it down with the mortar. Might pay to get a tiny bit closer with the mortar as well. Scatter at that ranges. Be a little bit high.
Army commandos ready to go.
Okay, we got the commandos out now for Kraterian. They do have their demo charge on cooldown though to start off, so can't go for that immediately here. And on Famasito's side, getting forced all the way back now. That T-70 loss very, very painful. Slowing him down a long way. Fielded some guards though. Fielded a heavy mortar now. You see coming out to finish the job. Pack rotating across now. So the bunker should go down. Quite slow to move across here. There's a lot of fences around here. It's tough to navigate with your team weapons. Commando's going for the demo charge. Probably not necessary. Oh. It is die going for the rifle grenade there. Especially because, you know, just one more mortar shell I think will take it out. But it ends up cancelling it. Or maybe it got killed by the grenade, I'm not entirely sure.
Under attack. The enemy has destroyed one of our forward installations.
The stern officer out for Nickoz. Oh, that's a painful retreat path. MG in the building, having some trouble. Looks like the MG model is down the bottom. If it was in the top story, could actually fire at these troops. But it's not. High fence there, foiling in machine gun position. And there we go, machine gun forced away finally. Painful loss though for Famasito, losing those guards. Tier 4 coming up now. Will be helpful, upgrading the conscripts, but still a long way off a tank. What we're going to need to get a Zis next. Because here we go, first medium on the field for the Axis. Number 4. Or big, huge. No anti-tank gun for Kraterian either. So yeah, probably my recommendation for this build will be skip one of the Vickers. Go for the commandos. Go for an anti-tank gun. Especially if you're this far behind on fuel, you have to expect your opponent's going to have medium tanks very quickly, and Axis also didn't go for any light vehicles, so that would slow them down. He's in a bit of trouble here, pops the smoke. Greedies don't jump out of the building though, they could have got the Faust off, I think. And sealed the deal. Would have been maybe slightly risky. Ooh, very lucky break there for Kraterian. You could see the LMG squad was actually reloading. So, a gap in the DPS during that time. Allowed the machine gun to get away. But yeah, the allies are right up against it. Really struggling for territory control. Comes out of the building. Didn't jump back in it though. Interesting. Baiting her into the Panzer IV, also a reasonable idea. You see out the back repairing. Got the anti-tango coming in now for Kraterian. Oh, that's a nasty P4 hit. Okay, the Panzer 4 on the other side. Do have the Zis out though for Famasito. Well timed, and there's plenty of munitions for the marked vehicle. Conscripts coming in from the side. Be going for those mobilized reserves upgrades at the moment. Conscripts coming in. Squad probably could have Ura'd in there. Oh, it doesn't have the anti-tank grenade yet actually. I forget what I was about to say. Still with the damaged engine over here. I don't know if it's ever been fully repaired. Does have to get fully repaired. Oh, could be the end of the AC. Quick to back away though. Close call.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Again set up on the road. We saw how quickly it went down before. Oh, and that's a nasty rifle nade.
Knocked out.
Thought it was going slightly more to the right hand side, but no. It's the white squad down. Oh. Struggling. Yeah, the Allies are in some big trouble. This has been a very tough start for them. Very bad fuel control for the last 7 or so minutes. They've held on to this VP quite nicely though, so they are actually ahead in the victory points. Comes forward for some damage.
Rocket artillery unit has been sent to the battle.
Nice, 6 pound to get a few more hits in. Panzer 4 continues with that damaged engine, just can't get repaired up fully. And the Vic is almost failing to suppress there after nearly 2 full bursts. Nando's coming in on the rear. Panzer 4 making use of emergency repairs here, having locked into German Mechanized, so main gun not able to fire, but the Pinto gunner is. Is that supposed to be the case?
Now have access to additional battlefield options.
AT gun backing out now. It does have the mobile assembly there, or forward assembly, to reinforce it with. Focus them activators. MG getting taken down quite quickly. Oh, Panzer 4 in some trouble over here. Gets out of there in the nick of time though. Conscripts have been upgraded with the mobilized reserves now. They're fighting back a lot more effectively because of it. This is OKW troops. You need to make a little bit better use of cover though. Take full advantage of the cover bonus. Oh, Ober's going for a slightly risky grenade. Get away safely though after that. Can't quite find the best cover at the moment for Famasito.
AEC ready to move.
Does one of the commandos go down? Definitely did, right? Slowly chipping away at the MG in the building. Huge Dingus has a lot of manpower at the moment. Has ticked all the way to tier 4, getting out the Panther next. Probably afford to go for another squad of pies for some faster repairs. Maybe even a fuel cache too. Makes us in a comfortable position. No dodge on this machine gun though.
Opponents are seizing a sector.
Could go down. One more mortar shell. Has to be slightly off to the left. Ooh.
The sector has been cut off.
Panzer IV in here. Oh, the commandos though. That was nasty. Vaporizing those grenadiers. Interesting, trying to wire off this against the commandos, I suppose. MG overhead does end up going down though finally. Here comes the Panther though, and the Panzer IV doesn't go for the steel on it. The land mattress out now for Kraterian. Did go for company command.
Enemy
No
causing
tank,
trouble, trying to
which
take one of
doesn't
our
even
points.
very vulnerable to this combination. One anti-tank gun in the AEC. AEC being aggressive. Goes down quite quickly though, everything connecting on it.
An AEC Mark III armored car has been destroyed.
And he's coming in from the side, but the Vic is getting some suppression in. Going to keep the anti-tank gun safe. Good activation of rapid maneuvers. But yeah, the land mattress... I don't think this is the right call. It's already taken down the machine gun. Has the mortar to soften up in more fixed positions. Not particularly like at its best against Ostheer as well, generally, since Grenadiers with the received damage bonus is likely to get wiped by the land mattress rockets. But here we go, gets off to a really strong start. Lucky Scatterer takes down the Pyos and the pack. Wow. The land mattress doesn't go half that good. So a strong start to it.
It's time for action.
Panther combo as well for Nickoz.
What do you need?
Famasito forced almost all the way back into the base. Has managed to field a tank. It's going to be the T-34-85, which is a reasonable choice. It's building extremely low. Next shot is probably going to be its destruction. MG inside. Goes down.
Weapon crew lost.
T-gun was over there. One shot on the Panzer IV, but it can be hard sometimes to notice the squads inside the building. Using tactical map. Cromwell now for Kraterian. It's going to be a tough go trying to use a Cromwell against the Panther Panzer IV combo. T-34-85 at least has some extra health. He's likely to just get caught off guard and killed very quickly. Cromwell's going to be tough. Going to have to be quite cautious with it. Also doesn't have double anti-tank guns like Famasito does. Just going to make it harder. On top of that, only has one snaring squad, though he's been planting a few mines. So again, making it much harder.
Point is being overrun.
So yeah, tough one for Kraterian.
Cromwell gun tank ready for action. The forward position is under attack.
Oh, one more shot. Panzer IV left in the ZIS and the T-34's line of fire there. And that's a big mistake from Nickoz, just gifting that Panzer IV kill. No recrew on the pack yet. Bighugedingus has spent through a good bit of that manpower float though, going for the Werfer. Right out. The Panzer IV. 6-pounder in a nice position though. Should be careful with this LMG green blob coming in hot. Doesn't have the machine gun inside the building to keep it safe anymore. Here comes the Panther as well, and that is getting ruined right now. That oh my, their land mattress going off. And quite a few model drops. Does force all the retreats, but here comes a Panther from the other side as well. Oh, getting cold feet. I think he probably could have got the kill and still backed away as long as he didn't take engine damage. Missed opportunity there maybe for Nickoz. Just gets decrewed by the OKW blob coming through the center. Panther coming back around the corner now. If we're going after Lab Mattress. Comm engineers go up and smoke. Oh, but the heavy mortar, that's a nasty shot, and this could be the end of the overs. Does take engine damage on the Panther now.
An infantry section of Tommies
Both
has been
the
trained.
overs go down on retreat. That heavy mortar did enough there. Did enough to get the kills. It's a big win, I'd say, overall for the Allies. Getting away with their tanks alive. Decrew on the 6-pounder, but if that doesn't get killed by the Axis, then it looks like they're not going to bother killing it. Easy recrew. And yeah, 2 over squads down. That's huge. Nice positioning on that Zis.
Now you can use Molotovs to burn those bastards.
Yep, there we go. Recrew on the 6-pounder. Go for a couple shots there. Maybe attack ground action. Already recrew on his teammate Zis as well. So double anti-tank guns now for Kraterian. Should help a lot against these Axis vehicles. And we're coming into the center now.
The weapon crew are, I'm afraid,
Mortar left
quite
behind there.
dead.
That LMG green blob is nasty. DPS got some air mines down the fuel as well. Allies though still ahead on the VP counter. After such a dominant period of control for the Axis. Still not ahead in that department. It's starting to stabilize now, the Allies. Only a little bit behind in terms of army sizes. Oh no, the trees. Blocking a few of those early rockets. Big, huge dingus. A soft retreat out of the danger zone. And that's more like the land mattress we know. Not hitting anything at all there. Even with that very slow dodge. Oh! Rise, I say that one rocket, max, like the furthest scatter, catches the green here and knocks them out. They're clumped up on that little bit of light cover. Spoke too soon. My horrible experiences with the land mattress. Maybe they're not shared by everybody else. It's coming in for the center. Commandos though. Gets a big damage done. Kitten's there for the Cromwell, however. Taking some hits. Max out should be okay. Yep. 3485 though could be in some trouble. Here comes the Panther. Anti-tank guns. They're on the left-hand side at the moment, trying to go for the kill on the OKW base, opening up that VP. So they're not here to assist against the Panther. Panther with the marked vehicle on it though. Playing a bit cautiously because of that, I think. Oh wow, he got the Shreks on the Fusiliers. When did he upgrade those? I think with one Panther and one Kitten, you probably shouldn't need the Shreks against just one T-3485. Crush action there from the Panther. Moderate success, doesn't have the munitions for the machine gun upgrade. So it's not going to be terribly good against the infantry. I think probably I would try to save the munitions for that upgrade, so try and blitz crush. It's not the best of the blitz crushes unless you can get a really good run up. Oh boy. And another gift there. Panzer IV
There's a rather
not
splendid
backing all the
Cromwell
way
ready to go.
back. And down it goes. Anti-tank guns. Knock out another Panzer IV. Grenades getting some value there. Go for a rebuild on one of the sections as well. So he's getting some value from the bolster because of that. And there we go, the tech truck is down. Double anti-tank guns and the heavy mortar pick it up quite quickly, in fact. A bad reaction to that from Nickoz. Does have the mechanized truck down as well, so ideally would have the walking Stuka to counter a team weapon formation like that, but doesn't have the manpower for that at the moment. Rebuilt those overs. Double Cromwells now for Kraterian. And a Brumbeer out for a huge dingus. Oh, damaged engine. Oh, it's not quite enough damage to get the kill. Just coming in, trying to get a grenade off, but they get suppressed. Still, the allies not far behind on the VPs, and having picked off yet another Axis tank and not taking too many losses themselves. Now they're actually quite firmly in the lead. In terms of army size, you also have to consider Nickoz limited in his build options, having lost that Schreier Panzer headquarters. So Axis in a tough position. We're only at 2 kills so far. Not off to a very good start on that. Should be looking to target the double anti-tank gun formations running around. They're just going for the machine gun in the center. Taking a good chunk of damage. Staying in the danger zone, taking quite a lot of hits from those double Zis. Second T-3485 out for Famasito as well. And now he's getting pushed all the way back into base. Nickoz going for the kill on the mechanized truck, potentially locking out that walking Stuka. Tank guns are back there. Panther getting a few shots in. Needs to mobilize that Nickoz fast. Just coming from the side, doing quite a lot of damage. Panther's there as well. Do have the machine gun camped out on this VP as well as air mines. I've seen the vehicle over there to clear that out. Big shot from the Brumbeer. A lot of health damage. But that anti-tank gun just camped out in that position, blasting away at huge Dingus's tanks. So he ends up backing away, and as I said, could afford to go for another pyro for some faster repairs. Looks like the machine gun ended up going down. Doesn't look like the land mattress rockets hit it though. Looks like it might have gone down. Some infantry damage. But yeah, huge Dingus's repairs slowing him down quite a lot at the moment. Just going after the pyros, but they've already moved back a bit further. There's a Werfer. What's this targeting? After the commandos, but they dodge forwards of it easily. Thought maybe he was going to be going after the land mattress from that position, but no. And a big time turnaround here now for the allies there. In a comfortable position. Dingus probably just really needs to spin through that float. Here comes a Katyusha now. Artillery ramping up for the allies. Huge Dingus maybe could squeeze in one more Panther. Leave them hurting a little bit for repairs. But he does have access to the vehicle crew repairs in this commander. Emergency repairs. Which can alleviate a bit of that. Try and come in on the flank, but the Vickers AoE suppression doing some good work. There they go. Wouldn't be coming in though. Got the stern officer here as well. Clock has stopped. 100 out of 100 for Famasito. A little bit low on combat engineers, but does have the vehicle crew repairs in this commander. A little bit low on munitions for that, however. Maybe they can secure double munitions. Looks like they're heading over to that side. What? The Werfer just drives into the front lines and dies. Oh, huge dingus. What was that? Okay, we've got a mortar pit coming up for Kraterian in the center as well. Did lose the M1 that he had earlier. Is that what it's called for Brits? Yes. Okay, double Cromwell's making a play. Doesn't have any anti-tank gun support though. We've got double Panthers back there. They're a little bit slow in the chase though. One more shot required. Oh, and the Cromwell does not get lucky. Panther
The enemy destroyed a vehicle.
seals the deal. No hammer or anvil yet for Kraterian. Might be a decent time to consider going for one of those. Something a bit beefier against those Panthers. We've got double Panthers out now for big huge dingus, so Cromwells will struggle, and Tiger out now for Nickoz as well. Might actually have to be the Firefly instead now. Nice land mattress barrage. Max is very slow dodging out of those so far this game. Up to Vet 2 on that. Very close to Vet 3 now. King Tiger though. Some wildly on its first shot.
The enemy have wiped out an infantry section.
Usual rockets, reasonable dodge that time. But Allies with a stronghold on the center at the moment. Out. Oh, and it destroys the heavy cover too, so this grenade's going to hurt.
We're losing a capture
There
point.
goes the machine gun. Very good fortune there for Nickoz. Anti-tank guns now getting laser beam down all these LNG grenadiers.
Our supply line's broken.
KT getting cold feet, but now coming back in. The anti-tank guns decrewed, so the Allies are in some trouble.
Our capture point. They're trying to
Need
take
these double anti-tank guns for Famasito to mobilize a bit. Assist in the center. Steal on one anti-tank gun from big huge dingus. So we've got the Tiger rolling forwards, but it looks like it hit a mine. So now it's a bit of a traffic jam in the center for the Axis. On Panther in some big trouble. One more hit will kill it. Here comes Zis. That secures the kill. The land mattress coming into the center now as well. The Grenadiers are in some trouble. He's a lot better with veterans. He's got the bonus damage. Nothing too much there, but Axis forced off. They were in a strong position as well. And now Nickoz, where's his infantry gone all of a sudden? Got those two squads up here as stern pios. They're dead. Pioneers also. We're looking to take down the mortar pit, but ultimately forced away.
Our Headquarters are under
Double
fire.
T-3485's on the move. Dingus still with a huge amount of float though. He just needs to build like 3 pyros at the moment. Go for some repairs. How about his teammate who's also hurting for repairs and lost his Stern Pioneers and the mechanized truck. KT with a damaged engine for a long time. And it is indeed going to be the Firefly for Kraterian. I think it's a good choice. And equipping it with the tulip rocket's also a very good choice in this scenario. Better against those heavier targets, which are a bit slower, easier to line up the rockets on, like the King Tiger. Stunning it in place against the double anti-tank guns that the Allies had running around as well. Strong option. Refill on the machine gun. KT's right there, slightly out of range of the Firefly it looks like. Mobilizing now. We have the Fusiliers on the VP on the far side, so no anti-tank protection for the King Tiger. A little risky. The blob coming in from the side, forcing the machine gun away. Got the land mattress after the stern pose. After connection, just needs to back away a tiny bit more, and he should be all right. Might be able to get them neutralized here. And they do. Guards trying to go for the capture, and it looks like they are able to stand right on the edge of the circle and be slightly out of range of the machine gun. So successful cap there for Famasito. Could have been a decent time. Ooh, didn't even need to actually. The zest through the center sealing the kill. I was going to say, could have been a decent time for the Fusiliers to try to go for the sprint into anti-tank grenade. Wasn't necessary though. He comes out to the far side, but guards already long gone. Nexus did cap on that left-hand side though, so not draining out super fast. And there we go, King Tiger's finally got a up to strength engine. Just blasting away. Firefly in a nice position, instantly getting some damage onto the King Tiger. He's looking for decap in the center, can't quite get it. And the mortar shells are flying now. There we go. The LMG Grenadiers though, going to go toe to toe with the conscripts. See if any of these mortar shells swing this. Oh, in fact the Katyusha coming through. It's just accidentally spinning around. It's decrewed, but the Grenadiers all survive. They're going for the bunker buster. Doesn't really hit too much. Is that a fresh Cromwell for Kraterian? I think so. So I'd probably go for, you know, something like a Churchill or a Comet at this stage, something that can hold up a bit better against Nexus heavy armor. There we go. Infiltration commandos forcing the retreat, opening up the capture. Bumbia heading over in that direction now though. KT also coming across here, but it is already guarded by the Allies. Double anti-tank guns pointing in this direction already. Oh, that That grenade seemed like it was from a mile away. Maxim just getting blasted at the moment by the OKW troops. Tries to set up. There we go, D-crew. T-3485 coming out to the far side. Looks like the infiltration commandos over here did get killed. Not sure if that was by the S-mines or by the Bombeer. So the Bombeer did get maybe 2 kills, I think. Maybe a bit of both. Panthers on the right hand side. Uh-oh. T-3485 in trouble, but the Panthers not chasing. So easy escape for the T-3485. Tulip rockets, there goes the Brumbeer. Engine damage on this Panther as well. Allies looking to swarm in and finish the job, but we do have the King Tiger nearby. Could cause some issues. Panthers trying to escape. Good smoke out from the Cromwell. There goes one of the Panthers. Along with the damaged engine. Not chasing in. He did have marked vehicle on the other Panther, which is why it dropped so quickly. Here comes an 85 on the rear though. Doing some damage to the KT. They're backing up for the moment. 485. Still continues to back waste down that rear armor. Oh mate, doesn't even matter. Firefly coming in. And that's an easy kill on the KT. Good flank there from Famasito's T-3485. They're going in maybe for the next Panther. Risky. Oh, he's using crew repairs on it. Oh, that's a horrible time for that. It's getting blasted in the meantime, it is. Shrugging off quite a lot of this damage though. Frontal armor getting repaired up quite nicely. So roughly the same health as when it started that actually. Here comes the Firefly. Getting a shot in. T-3485 is both still alive. And that actually the emergency repair did allow the removal of that critical, so that worked out really well for bighugedingus. Saving the day on that Panther. Its armor, shrugging off a lot of those hits. Combined with the Firefly a little bit slow. Joining in on the fun. There's a fresh Panther. Tulip rockets. Oh, not quite enough. And that's a long reload for the Firefly in the meantime. Again though, bighugedingus not chasing in, not going for the kill on the Firefly. So it's going to get away. Big mistake from him. Shook squad getting on top of the mortar pit. Do remember when you're suppressed 4 times reload timer, so handling tank weapons like that, very ineffective. Guards. Just out the back. Catches 2 grenadier models. This is making a play for the center as well, but not for long. I was able to hold on. Nickoz very far behind in army size. He's gone for the Yag Tiger instead of waiting for maybe the King Tiger to come off cooldown. This, I'd say, is maybe one of the easier maps to kind of avoid those. Can be quite strong through the center, but nothing really to provide sight for the Axis at the moment to make the Yag Tiger super effective. And not like a laney map like Mince Pocket or something like that where you just camp the Yag Tiger in the center. Actually has to rotate from end to end on this map. 2 rockets connecting. Panther not coming in.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
And secure mode from Famasito with the T-3485s. Securing the Kappa on the flank. Big target in the center at the moment. Good fire off flare, I suppose. And he does actually have the officer. That does have very long line of sight these days. So maybe it'll actually work out for him alright. Mattress into the center. Ooh! Really good hit from it. Target going after the mortar pit.
Emplacement under attack.
Races through it, but one more shot's going to do it anyway. Race or not.
Emplacement destroyed by the enemy.
A little bit of revenge there for the land mattress getting the wipe on officer. Really clumped up on as it started its retreat path then. Double Fireflies for Kraterian. Oh, it's also a pretty good choice. Is lacking snares. We're mentioning again. And it's usually Panther's greatest weakness. Without engine damage, they're very, very hard to kill. But bighugedingus, it's been a little bit underwhelming with his Panther control so far. Oh wow, picked up a PTRS with the commandos. I don't think I'd recommend that. A lot of T-3485s maybe poised to come in, get a flank cooking, go for an ambush. We have a rebuild on the Shreya as well from Nickoz. Too low on manpower to go for another vehicle at the moment. Look up against the Axis. Marked vehicle. T-34 is not joining in on the action. Tank grenades thrown out, but not engine damage. Yeah, Tiger's still too healthy for that. Actually, pretty good supporting fire. Shell there. Now Axis looking to reclaim the center.
75 points remaining.
Still draining out fast. Need to go for one of the flanks as well. Vehicle does last a very long time, still active on the Yak Tiger. Just need to activate the AA mode on the Shreya, shoot down that recon plane. Okay, Brumbier charging through the center. Fireflies there though, Tulip rocket stunned. Nothing to maintain sight though, so... Oh, the land mattress gets the kill. 40 kills, this thing's actually been quite good this game. 2 vehicles destroyed as well.
Report in. The enemy only have 50
Maybe
points left.
squad down on the flank, the double T-3485's locking that down. Okay, there goes the Cromwell, double Panthers, seeing to that.
Armor ready to move. Waiting mission.
The Axis do need to get on top of these VPs. Fireflies coming through the center, maybe looking to overwhelm the JT. Io's crawling out to the side, going for the VP. That could actually be success. We've got a Panther heading down that direction as well.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Oh, that hits a mine. Okay. Have to wait until the emergency repairs are ready. Just trying to hold into the center at the moment. Night vehicle on the Yak Tiger again. The T-3485s, the Fireflies are charging in. Shield rocket stunning the Yak Tiger in place. Got the mobilizing, but it's not very healthy. It's already taken a bunch of damage. Just that was an extremely fast Yak Tiger kill, just showing the power of the shield rockets. Very, very quick kill. Nickoz with no infantry trying to go for a Panther. Will it pop out in time? No. Foiled at the last second. Maybe coming in for big, huge dingus, but badly outnumbered now. Down it goes. He's trying to jump on top of the VP, but there we go. The X is finally thrown the towel. So that was a strong start from the Axis. Like, not immediately. Allies had pretty even control, but maybe after like the 9-minute mark through to maybe the 25-minute mark or so, the Axis with supreme control. Double fuel basically the entire time. The Allies did a good job, though, holding on to the VPs during that phase. And that really helped them down the stretch. Helped them buy some time to claw their way back into this game. But yeah, I think we can see the big, huge dingus kind of costing the Axis this game in a lot of ways. You know, there's quite a few opportunities where you should have chased in for the kill with this double Panthers, stuff like that. Constantly floating over 1,000 manpower. Only one power squad for repairs. You ever recruit the anti-tank guns or anything like that? Really letting the Axis side down in the late game. But yeah, good fight back from the Allies. Double anti-tank guns for Famasito. Doing a lot of work there. And yeah, the land mattress actually doing really well this game. 40 kills, 2 vehicle kills. Proving me wrong. I mean, actually good? Question mark? Well, anyway, guys, wrap on that. If you like your game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you off the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.